My name is Leotrim Deliu. I'm 19 years old, almost 20. I'm originally from Kosovo, but I live here in Finland, in Espoo. And I am a student in Eeran Aikuislukio, or in English, Eeran Adult High School. I'm also part of an organization called European Youth Parliament, which is EYP, and I'm also the president of EYP Uusimaa, which is the regional board of EYP Finland. And today, my topic is going to be about friendship in different cultures. So, let me start with a simple truth. We are more alike than we are different. And perhaps the most beautiful way to see that truth in action is through friendship between people from different cultures. Today, I want to speak about a topic that's not only close to my heart, but also deeply relevant in our connected world. Friendship between different cultures. In the past, friendships were usually in our own neighborhood, with people that we speak the same language, people from the same school or same workplace. But today, a friend can be halfway across the globe. Someone with a completely different background, belief system, or lifestyle. We live in a time where people from different cultures are studying, working, and traveling together more than ever. And out of these encounters, something powerful is happening: cross-cultural friendship. Friendships that reach across borders, across languages, and across traditions. These kinds of friendships aren't just special, they are essential. Friendships between different cultures bring with them something that same culture friendships can't always offer: perspective. When you're friends with someone from a different culture, you learn to see the world through their eyes. You discover how your habits, your humor, and even your values might be viewed differently by someone else. And that's not a bad thing, that's a growth. For example, imagine a German student becoming best friends with someone from Ghana. One might be used to strict punctuality, the other might prioritize connection over the conflict. Instead of causing conflict, these differences can open doors for deeper understanding. Cross-cultural friendships also teach us to listen without judgment, to communicate more clearly, and to respect differences rather than fear them. Despite our cultural differences, friendship reminds us that we all want the same basic things: kindness, trust, laughter, someone who remembers our birthday, or at least someone who checks on us when we have a rough day. For example, me and one of my best friends have different backgrounds: language, religion, culture, and but we have something in common. We share some interests together, and we are reminded that culture can shape us, but it does not divide us. In fact, it can enrich us. Of course, it's not always easy. Cultural misunderstandings can happen. Maybe one person is more direct, while the other one is more indirect. Maybe one celebrates different holidays or follows different customs. But here's the key: curiosity and respect can overcome almost anything. When both people are willing to ask questions, laugh at mistakes, and remain open-minded, those initial differences become strengths instead of weaknesses. Sometimes these friendships can also challenge stereotypes. Maybe you have grown up hearing negative things about a certain country, and then you make a friend from there. And suddenly you realize how limited that view was. That's the power of human connection. It makes the other feel less like the other and more like us. Let me tell you a short story. This happened 3 years ago when I first joined the session of EYP. I went there for the first time. I didn't know anyone there, and I was so embarrassed to talk to people. They were all different cultures, different backgrounds. I was also embarrassed and scared to talk to them. I thought they might judge me, but that didn't happen. After starting talking with them, we got to know each other better. We spent a full 3 days together, and after that 3 days we were like family. With some of them I never met them again, but we still share contacts, we talk with each other sometimes, and we still are in contact. But even though we all had different cultures, different backgrounds, none of us was left behind. We all stayed together and hanged out together. In a world that often feels divided by race, religion, and politics, friendship across cultures is one of the most powerful acts of peace. It proves that people can get along. It shows that bridges can be built, not by governments or policies, but by individuals who care enough to connect. It teaches us that diversity is not a problem to be solved. It's a gift to be celebrated. So, how can we build more friendship across cultures? So, start by being curious, ask questions, don't assume, listen more than you speak. Step outside your comfort zone. Join a cultural group, attend a celebration from another tradition, or reach out to that new colleague who speaks with a different accent or different language. Be patient. Cultural differences take time to understand, but every conversation brings you closer. Share your story. Don't be afraid to explain your own background, your customs, and your experience. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of your culture. But vulnerability creates trust. And one final thought. We are all cultural ambassadors. Each of us here is a representative of our own culture. But we are also something more. We are individuals capable of building friendships that go beyond borders. Friendship between different cultures isn't just about learning new foods or learning new phrases. It's about creating a better, more compassionate world. A world where differences don't divide, but connect. And in today's world, that kind of friendship is not only possible, it's necessary. Thank you.